Today, from San Antonio, Texas, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Salt Lake City Elks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Salt Lake City Elks and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yep.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from San Antonio. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those had questions about him. They often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now he's flushed out left.
Trubisky.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And he finds McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels.
Number 38, Jalen.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Trubisky will throw. Caught right side at Snead. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down.
That's good. 4A. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll find Aguara complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
from the 27. Trubisky, and he rifles one incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
His guys take over first.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game. On
1st and 10, Stafford. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We're scoreless after one. On 1st down, Stafford here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the gun, Stafford got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. From the red zone now, Stafford. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, reception here by Ruggs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter.
Dreadnoughts 3, Elks nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. Back out comes San Antonio. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Hill on the return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
now
2.
Trubisky. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Trubisky's
and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run with Samuels. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Samuels. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Trubisky to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 3-3.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
They'll take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down, Salt Lake.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got Snead. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Zach Pascal as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That time a 6-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And his throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw.
Stafford's pass.
Given 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 20.
From the 22, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Darius Phillips on the return. They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Caught right side at Snead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Broken tackle. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
Take over 1st and 10.
Back out comes San Antonio. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Zach Pascal. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete here. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd
to throw again. Stafford and Waller taking it in over the middle. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
They'll take over 1st down. And
this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, O doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's 3rd and short. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And they rattle off a big one. 49 yards.
I love the poise in the pocket right here. Protection, absolutely sensational. And he's able to use that protection to scan the field, make sure his receiver came open, and then deliver a perfect pass. That was beautiful.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He was covered by Kevin Byers.
To throw again. Stafford and a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Again, it's Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Lamar on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays.
The game at 17. Brett Maher is set.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Richard on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
His guys take over first.
Back out comes San Antonio. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Throwing again. Stafford, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's good.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Stafford. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
On first down, Stafford here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Stafford.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And it's up and good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
Trubisky readies the offense. Down 24-17. A minute 55 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. And he finds McDonald. Look at the big man rumble. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 56 yards. Charles, and he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
Harrison Butker.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Here comes Richard on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard.
Back out comes San Antonio. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Stafford. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They go right back to Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 54-yard attempt.
Let's go!
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This a long one from 54. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hook up right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime, so many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete.
Trubisky.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, it's Samuels. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
10-yard.
You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
For the field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
To throw again, Stafford. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Wriggles free. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They run here with Singletary. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fan.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
San Antonio. Today's final score.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for San Antonio, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.